at welterweight. Eddie, I've said this, I've written this before. I mean, I've chased girls in high school less than you chased Mikey Garcia. Like, you have been all over him for a long period of time. You get
Difference
him.
is I got there.
That's true. That was not a good number of years from me. But his decision to stay at welterweight, fighting this fight against Jesse Vargas, what do you think of it?
I just think Mikey Garcia is a guy that loves to be challenged. I mean, I sat down with him, 2 years ago to try and, I was telling him about Dazn. He was sort of looking at me like I was mad. What is this, new idea that you've got? And as time went on, as the big fights landed, as the huge names joined the platform, he started to listen more, and eventually we got our guy. I think it's no secret that 140 pounds is the optimum weight for Mikey Garcia. The problem with Mikey Garcia is when you tell him it's not possible, he goes completely the other way. So when people tell him that he's not a welterweight and he can't become a 5-division world champion, he just wants to prove them wrong. This fight is a pure 50-50 fight, and the closer it gets, more people believing Jesse Vargas can win this fight. He's had the best camp ever. People worried about him coming back to 147. He has made the weight so well. He is so fired up, pumped up for this fight. And this fight is going to tell us everything we need to know about Mikey Garcia in the welterweight division. He lost to Errol Spence. He says things didn't work out with him, no excuses, but he has his reasons. But let's see if he can actually go and win a welterweight world championship. If he can beat Jesse Vargas in style, I think there's an argument that he can become a world champion. But Jesse Vargas is so pumped for this fight. It's such a wonderful fight. Jesse told me at the start of this promotion that it would be like Morales against Barrera. I said, that's strong words. Leave that for me to say. He said, I promise you're going to get everything in this fight. I'm going to put it all on the line. You've got a 4-division world champion against a 2-division world champion. We're going to have over 10,000 in there tomorrow night. It's going to be absolutely jumping. What a card. Yafai Chocolatito, Julio Cesar Martinez against Jay Harris. This man here making his heavyweight return to the ring. Israel Madrimov in a world championship eliminator. Pacheco, Espino. And there's a lot of people who are calling Mikey Garcia's name. This man here. He just wants the Garcia this year. Ryan or Mikey, he's not bothered. But, I've made no secret that our preference, if Mikey Garcia would be triumphant, is to make that Manny Pacquiao fight in July.
Joe, one of the things Eddie's done with this fight, and I think the Prograis Hooker fight as well, the depth of the card is really good. This one is excellent. Are these the types of fights you want to see as the guy that stands there to approve them?
Absolutely, that was the commitment. We 2 years ago, 3 years ago maybe now, got around a table and started talking about that, and that's what boxing in this country needs. Our view was there are too many cards being put together with only the main event of interest. It obviously helps ticket sales, it helps local ticket sales, and it helps us as a broadcaster give a 4 or 5 hour broadcast and gives you something to talk about live on air for a longer period of time than you otherwise would. So, yeah, we're massively in support of that strategy. It's worked for Eddie tremendously in the UK. It helps people grow their profile. It gives reason for fans to come to the arena early, and it gives us as a broadcaster more to talk about and more to play with. So we're absolutely committed to that, and we look forward to continuing to invest in that with Eddie.
All right, Eddie mentioned Devin Haney and Mikey Garcia. You guys squared off a little bit earlier this month. What do you think of Mikey's decision to fight at 147? I mean, you know as well as anyone, they do make weight classes in boxing for a reason.
Well, yeah, they definitely make weight classes in boxing for a reason, but I feel like Mikey is daring to be great, and that's what it's all about. He wants his name to be in the history books when it's all said and done, and these are the type of things that you need to do for that to happen.
So you come back this summer, if you have the option, just hypothetically, Mikey Garcia or Ryan Garcia, what's a more important fight to you?
That's a tough one. That's like Eddie said, just any Garcia, because both of those fights are huge. I will make a ton of money with either one of those fights. The fans would love to see them. Either one.
Your father said in an argument that was against Bernard Hopkins after that Ryan Garcia fight that you are headed to 140. Do you think that's going to happen in the near future?
The only fight that I would go up to 144 as of now is Mikey Garcia. There's so much, great fights to be made at 135. It would make no sense for me to go up to 140 unless it was a Mikey Garcia type of fight.
So you're looking forward to defending your title and maybe getting it back against the winner of Luke Campbell, Javier Fortuna, which is also April 17th.
Most definitely.
All right, well, good luck to that Devin. Joe, good luck to you tomorrow night. Eddie, Joe, thank you for being up here joining us. Everybody out there, thank you for listening for this period of time. And Saturday night, live on Dazn, Mikey Garcia, 147 pounds against Jesse Vargas.